Hello everyone, Jamie Sierra here with missionfulfillment.com. In this video, I kind of want to give you guys an update on my goals so far. January is gone. It is by the books. Hard to believe that the first 31 days, now 32 days of the year have gone by. We are in February now. 2019 is definitely well into gear. And we're here on Super Bowl weekend at Groundhog Day and here in Boston. Basically, we were told that the groundhog did not see his shadow today, so we're hoping for he's predicting an early spring. So we'll see how that holds up. Unfortunately, the groundhog is usually wrong, but it is exciting though. There's no question about that. And it's also exciting to know that my football team is heading to this, is going to be playing the Super Bowl tomorrow night. Definitely looking forward to that. Can't believe how fast time is going. It just seems like yesterday the football season was starting. But anyways, in this video, knowing that January has come to a close, I want to give you guys an update on my goals and see where I am and see where I'm going. As I've mentioned before, what I have done, this is my second year in a row, and I actually got this from my mentor, is number one, to publicly declare what your goals are, because basically there's just no excuse not to get it done. You're on the hook in order to achieve these goals, and if you don't achieve them, you're pretty much going to have to explain for yourself on why you did not achieve them, because basically you want to basically put yourself on the line. That is the only way we can prosper and grow in life. There's no question about that. Is just putting yourself on the line, making yourself create a discomfort in yourself and your comfort zone, and that's what posting goals is about. That's what writing goals is about, is to stretch yourself and to obviously continue to improve the quality of your life each and every time. And also, it's for growth, it's for contribution, it's for success. There's no question about that. Goal setting is just such an important aspect in any area of your life. There's no question about that. So let me dive into here and basically get into my goals. And as the first one, as I mentioned, for 2019, where I made the mistake in 2018 was that basically I had too many goals in 2018, and it just was a little overwhelming for my first year, posting goals, writing down goals, and I really stretched myself a little too far, and I think I got a little overwhelmed. And my goals for 2019 consisted of just chunking, just small chunks, and starting off slow and trying to build some momentum. And there's been a lot of good, and then there's been a little bit of setbacks too, as well. But anyways, for health and fitness goals, my goal, I had some good and bad news. The bad news is that my goal is to be 180 pounds by February 15, 2019. As I posted on January 1st, I was currently at 195 pounds. Right now, I am about 190, 191. And I really have got to really kill it these next 15 days if I'm going to get to 180. I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely going to give it everything I can, but I'm not going to do anything that's risky to my health in order to get that accomplished. So anyways, if I don't get 180 by February 15th, what I will most likely do is reset it for February 28th. A little upset. I need to be a little bit more disciplined as far as dieting is concerned, as far as what passes through my lips, and I think everybody is in that same situation. health is really the cornerstone in everything in our lives. It creates wealth, it creates abundance, and, you know, and being healthy obviously creates the quality of your moods and your emotions, and there's no question about that. Health is the foundation, and having a good balanced diet is just obviously just so critical of that. And unfortunately, I had some good days and I had some not so good days, you know, trying to set it and then just falling off here and there. And that's not a sustainable way, number one, to live life. And number two, obviously not a sustainable way, you know, if I plan on reaching my goals, and, you know, getting down to an ideal weight. Eventually, I think my final goal would be to weigh about 165 to 170 pounds. So that I still got a little bit of work to do. Other than that, fitness is going well. Work out 4 times a week in January, including tennis. Thus, I will go to the gym 2 times a week. Deadline on that is January 31st. I want to say that I did that. Thank you. That is one goal that I have accomplished. I will continue to obviously monitor this and continue to update on this, and making sure that I continue to create this momentum and making sure that, you know, I'm still sticking with the 4 times a week as far as exercising is concerned. Tennis is going well. You know, I've been playing about twice a week. I feel pretty good out in the court. Last couple of times I've been hitting the ball well, and you know, it's just such a fun sport for me, and, you know, I'm just grateful that I've been able to get to the next level. Okay, so for time goals, my time goals is to plan my day the latest the night before, and to use Apple Calendar on a daily basis so I can structure my business, block out my workout, block out listening to education videos, read books, relationships, etc. And that has been going pretty well. I think I need to be a little bit more consistent on a day-to-day, but I'll be honest with you guys, I've made tremendous progress with this. So right now, I feel like I am on track as far as, you know, creating, making sure that I'm planning my day, using the calendar on my phone in order to plan my day accordingly. Got to get a little bit more discipline, but I've been doing it, and that's the great thing about it. Relationship goals is to easily create magic moments with Carmen at least once a week. We will block out an hour once in a week, check in with each other, make sure that we are meeting our needs. We also commit to having quality time, just the 2 of us with no distractions, and we will spend time alone together or have a date night. So far, so good. We've actually did a couple of, we missed last week. Last week kind of, kind of like a little bit of losing traction. Ended up having too good of a time with friends, Carmen and I. But we've actually done a very good job in keeping this up so far this year. I actually wasn't even planning on getting onto this goal until February, but we actually started in January. So we just, like I said, it's just important that we're always checking in with each other, that, we're constantly as a couple, as a married couple, that we're considerably growing together, that we have the love and the passion in our relationships, and that obviously we're communicating with each other and meeting our needs. Very important that we continue to do that. Okay, so other goal is I will visit a family member at least 2 times a month. That's actually been going okay. I actually spent some time. I usually do spend some time with my father. I saw him about 2 times last month. I saw my sister last month. I think I caught every family member last month, pretty much early January. And, obviously, I got to spend some time with my niece, and my cousin from Peru was up here she came back in early January as well, and that was just such a fun weekend that we had. So I mean, January, the weekends have been very good. A couple of weekends we stayed in, and other weekends we actually went out and had some fun. So that was a nice change as well. So spirit and contribution goals. I will easily spend 2 times a week meditating and spending time alone with my creator. Start is mid-February. I haven't started that at all. I know that I need to obviously get going on this in mid-February. So we got that going on. Also, I'll easily write love letters anonymously, handed out to strangers. It is my 2nd time doing this. So far, I have not started that. And also, I have not started reading A Course in Miracles, which I plan on starting in March. And then lastly, donating $1,000 to different charities and organizations. I'm gonna wait till March to start that as well. But I pretty much definitely committed to doing that this year. Education goals. I will easily attend 1 seminar this year, which will be the Traffic and Conversion Summit in late February in San Diego. I will also invest in Blinkist, which is a book summary, and I don't plan on starting that until May. And then just going back to the Traffic Conversion Summit, yeah, we're going, I believe, on the weekend of the 23rd, 22nd and 23rd, and then I'll be back on the 28th of February as well. I've already got my flight booked. I already got my Airbnb work booked as well. Should be an exciting weekend, going with a friend of mine who's also in my master group, and who's also got a YouTube channel as well. So I'm completely looking forward to it. I hope, I think I'll actually even see my mentor there as well. So it should be definitely an exciting week in San Diego. So looking forward to that. Okay, also for education, I got a complete Udemy public speaking class that's gonna start in June. Also, one good thing that I actually have started is Dan Locke's high ticket closing course, which I wanted to start in April. I actually did start that in January, had got some momentum. The session, there's 7 modules. Each module is about 4.5 hours, so it's gonna take me time to get through all this, but the good news is that I got through module 1, I got through an hour of module 2, and unfortunately I did not get anything done last week, which I kind of fell off the ball, and you know, that was pretty much you know, spending that whole Saturday with a group of friends that, you know, took considerably longer than I wanted to. But you know, you got to have those days, you know, that you're socializing and, you know, having fun with people. So you know, definitely plan on picking that up this coming week. Business goals. I will easily have my book available by the end of January 2019. Now this is probably another goal that I really have not completed yet. The good news is that my book has already been edited and everything like that. So it's just a matter of time for me to sit down, put everything together. And I know it's a tedious process, but I know I got to get this done, and I got to get it out to people, because I think people are going to get a lot of value from this. I think tennis fans are going to enjoy this book, but I also think people are going to be able to learn from some of these tennis superstars on how they prepare themselves, and, you know, what their mindset is, you know, on the court, and, you know, and how they've won so many titles and championships. So, and one of the guys that are featured is Novak Djokovic, and he just won his 3rd major in a row in the Australian Open. So, you know, looking forward to getting this book released, and hopefully I can get this done pretty soon. Definitely want to make sure that I have this book up and running by the time I face you guys next time with my goals. So, okay, so also I will produce 1 video per week, 40 for the year, starting in mid-January. So far, I think ever since mid-January, I have produced a YouTube video. Last one I talked about was creating an extraordinary life, about the science of achievement and the master and the art of fulfillment. So definitely check that video out. I think you're going to get a lot of value from that video. And you know, it's just a tool that I always make sure that I have in mind. You know, understanding that that we've got to master the science of achievement, but we also have to be fulfilled with our lives as well. Making sure that we're striving for our goals, but we're also making sure that we're rewarding ourselves too, and falling in love with the process and doing the things that we love to do in order to create our dream life. So definitely check that out. A couple videos that I have coming out. I want to talk about a couple things that has to deal with. Number one is just indulging, getting distracted, getting distracted by outside forces such as the news, and making sure that we're continuing standing guard at the door of our mind. So we want to make sure. So I'm going to get that video out, and also I want to get a video out on something I struggle with, and that's just kind of like a scatterbrain type of situation where your mind is all over the place, and then you picking up one thing, and then you realize you got another thing done, and you put that down without completing it. You pick something else up, and then you continue to go on this. Basically, you're just running circles around and everywhere. And you are getting things accomplished, but the thing is, when you're getting them accomplished, you're not really feeling the fulfillment out of it, and you're not really prioritizing and doing things that are most important to you. So I'm going to definitely share that with you guys as well, and some of the strategies that I've come up with in order to overcome the scatterbrain mentality. So definitely look out for that. Also, I'm going to create 30 blog posts on mission fulfillment 2019. I have done that so far. So far, so good. Meaning that I'm on pace for 30. Also, I'm going to easily create a squeeze page for mission fulfillment by December 2019. That has not started. Also, advertising to reach more people by the spring of 2019. And that has yet to be started as well. So fun goals. I'll easily socialize with friends at least 2 times a month. So far, so good. I've been doing that. I had a nice fun weekend with friends last week. Hoping to have dinner with friends sometime during the week this week. Had a friend of mine, friend and colleague of mine who got married in Indonesia this past holiday season, so we're gonna finally celebrate for her marriage and everything like that. So that should be fun. And other than that, go on vacation with Carmen. Prospects right now are Singapore and Peru. We'll see how that goes. And then lastly, I'll easily attend one tennis tournament in 2019, and that is pretty much booked as well. And that's the Miami Open, which will be in late March. So I'll actually be going away the same weekend in February and March. I think it's the last weekend of each month. So that's going to be kind of interesting, because March, the way the March calendar follows February is that the days are exactly the same unless we have a leap year. So definitely looking forward to that. And I mean, that'll be fun. I'm definitely I miss going to tennis tournaments. I did not get to one at all in 2018. So definitely should be fun. So anyways, I'd love to hear how you guys are doing, how your goals are going, and definitely feel free to comment on this, and feel free to give me a hard time on some of the goals that I'm quite not on pace for right now as well. So thank you guys for watching, and if you want to hear more videos like this, definitely hit the subscribe button. All right, thanks a lot, and folks, have a great and outstanding weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.